Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we are making a big batch of Efo Riro. So if you want to know how to make this loaded Efo Riro, keep watching. Don't forget to click the like button and please subscribe, okay? Subscribe so that you get to see all the recipes that I will be uploading. For this recipe, I will be using Tatashe. It's going to give it a beautiful red color. You need it, so get it. I'm also going to be using smoked panda fish. It is going to add a lot of flavor. Next, we have some onions. You guys know onion is so expensive right now. I'll also be using some Pomo. Pomo is also known as cow hide or cow skin. Then we have like some cow insides, which is shaki, 2 different types. And then we have some smoked crayfish. I love to use this in my efo. It is super. And then we have some fresh prawns because it is going to add extra yumminess to this soup. And then we have some dried crayfish that I'm going to grind up and we're going to use to season the efo. I also have some smoked catfish. I will be deboning this, and this also for flavor and for extra obstacle. And then I have some catfish fillet. I like to use the 2 different types because I feel it just adds to this soup. And then I have some large snails. I've had this snail for like maybe a month now and I need to use them. And then we have iru, which is locust beans for flavor. We have our shoko vegetable that I'll be using for the Efo Riro. This is a lot of shoko. And then we have some chicken. This is a carton of chicken that we'll be using for this soup. I'll start by seasoning the chicken. The seasoning we're using is paprika, all-purpose, salt, and chicken powder. And I'm also adding onions. So I'm adding the seasoning to the chicken. I'll add the onion. I'll add some water. After adding the water, I'll allow it to cook. And I always start a lot of my recipes with doing the chicken because we need the stock for the soup or we need the chicken for the soup. So I'm going to allow this cook till it is soft, and then when it is soft, we'll move on to the next step. Now the next step is me draining the chicken so that when I'm frying it, it does not like explode in my face. And yes, I'm going to be frying the chicken, but this is not necessary. You can make your Efo Riro without frying the chicken. Ideally, I like to put this in the oven to grill, and that's because I don't like naked chicken in my soup. I just feel it looks soggy after a while, so I'm going to be frying this chicken a bit. I forgot to mention earlier that the list of ingredients and the measurements for this soup will be listed in the description box. I got a message last week that was thanking me for sharing my jollof recipe, my bulk jollof recipe, and the person said that she used it to start a business, that she used it for home cooking, and now people order from her, and now she's making a business out of it, and that she wanted just the measurements. That's what she had been looking for. And if that is all these videos do, maybe help somebody get a job, start a new career, I am happy. If all it does is help you cook better at Christmas, I am very happy. So if you know people that are looking into the food business or food industry and they want to cook in bulk and sell, share these videos with them. It will be very helpful. If you want to know how to cook Efo Riro but a small portion, I have at least 2 more videos, different variations of Efo Riro on my channel, so feel free to check it out. Now that I'm done frying the chicken, I don't have to fry it perfectly because it's going inside soup, remember. I will then put some water in a pot and put it on the cooker. I need this water for the vegetable, so we're going to use it to rinse out the vegetable once it boils. This vegetable has already been pre-washed. Now I'm just adding the water so that we can drain out any excess color that will come from this vegetable, because sometimes it loses its color. I don't know how to explain it, but it gets dark when you put it in your soup, and you really don't want that dark color when it gets dark. So you need to wash it with hot water and drain it. Next, I'm putting the oil back on the cooker, and we're going to add some onion for flavor. I'm not using palm oil for this Efo Riro because I have someone special that's eating and does not like palm oil. So you can use palm oil. I have a palm oil based Efo Riro recipe. Feel free to check it out. I like to add the locust beans at this stage, so this is iru. Please make sure you wash it. And I'm also adding my smoked fish. This is the panla fish. It has been washed, and I have the big prawns, and I have the snail. So I'm going to put all of that in the oil, and then the shaki as well, because like I said, I don't like naked stuffs inside the soup. So I'm going to just slightly fry this. You guys, this step takes the effort to the next level. Everything becomes very, very fragrant. So for this recipe, you can use goat meat, you can use beef. I would not advise you to use fish because it will scatter. You can leave it till the end before you add it in. But I'm using chicken because I'm catering for different types of people today, and so they require different things. So somebody does not like palm oil, somebody does not like goat's meat, so I'm leaving it with chicken. So this is Tatashe paste. It's already blended and boiled down. So I used my cooker inside the kitchen. Now I'm just going to stir everything together and allow it fry till I feel like it is cooked. I forgot to mention there's pepper in that Tatashe mix. One tip I have for Efo Riro is this. If you're going to be making Efo Riro frequently, I will advise that you make the sauce and then you store it. And then the vegetable, you put it on the day you want to use it. So you buy it fresh and you bring out the sauce and you defrost it, and you will always have fresh Efo Riro. Because me, I don't like freezer Efo Riro. When it is halfway done, I'm adding my smoked catfish fillet, and then the other catfish, I've removed all the bones from inside and just put everything. And then now I'm adding the pomo. The pomo has been boiled and cut into little sizes. So a lot of these things have been pre-cooked. So the shaki was pre-cooked, the pomo was pre-cooked, and the snail was pre-cooked. So now we just put everything together so that it comes together nicely. For seasoning, I'm going to add some salt and some chicken stock powder, and that's all the seasoning we need for this, because the iru is going to give it a lot of flavor and the crayfish is going to give it a lot of flavor. Now that the sauce is almost ready, I'm adding our chicken. So I'm going to add the chicken to the sauce and mix everything together. This soup is called Efo Riro. So don't say, Sisi, Yemmie, all these blockages are too much. Efo means vegetable. Riro means mixing. The Efo needs something to mix with. So we have in there snail, pomo, shaki, chicken, everything, and it is looking so good and tasting so good already. I like to add the crayfish, that's the grounded crayfish powder, I like to add that towards the end, and then I'm adding the prawn at this stage because you don't want your prawns to be overcooked, so it is perfect for you to add it once you have like maybe 5 minutes left of the cooking. People like Efo Riro in different ways. Some people like it dry, some moist, and some like extremely watery. So I'm adding chicken stock at this stage according to the level that I like this Efo Riro to be. Now I'm bringing the vegetable. This is the shoko that we have washed with hot water. I've drained it so you can see it's completely dry. I don't need it to introduce any more liquid into the sauce. And now I'm just going to be stir frying my Efo Riro. So basically this is just the process of me mixing the sauce and the vegetable together so that it is well combined. Someone commented, I think on Twitter, and was like, Sisi Yemmie, I can't wait to show these videos to my wife. I'm like, see bros, you don't need to show it to your wife. I've showed you how to do it. Now go home and cook it and then impress your wife. So if you're a guy and you're watching this, don't show it to your wife. Oh, please, you go and put this together and impress your family. I tasted for salt at the final stage and it was absolutely perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my Efo Riro. If you want to know all the measurements and the list of ingredients I used for making this Efo Riro, I'm going to have it in the description box. So the description box is just this white space underneath the video. So make sure you check it out. I will have everything listed there. Please tell me, what will you be bringing to the table when this Efo Riro is served? I'll tell you what I had with mine. I had it with fufu on the first day, and the next day I had it with some rice. It was so good. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!